So I'm Nemo Achida, one son of a leader. You are hip hop.
Beat quarter.
Alright, so we're here at iHipHop.com chilling with Nemo Achida. So how's everything going on with you?
Man, I'm blessed. I couldn't ask for more. I couldn't ask for less.
Alright, I dig up. You rhyming already. It's good.
Oh, yeah, that was yeah, swag.
So for the people that don't know you right now, can you just get them a little bit more familiar with you?
I'm a hip hop artist from Kentucky, Lexington to be exact. College town. We just won the championship, so you know that much. NCAA. Yeah, that's me. I'm from there. I've been creating all my life. I've been a musician. I've done different genres, and then I decided that hip hop was my heart, and that's where I wanted to be. So I'm here now.
I was just interested, really curious about your name. Could you break that down? Is that your real name or
Nemo
name?
was given to me by my mom and my sister. Actually, at the time the movie dropped, they felt like spiritually and mentally I was lost. So it was like a little funny thing. I didn't dig it at first. I thought it was kind of lame, and I took it kind of like, oh, don't call me Nemo. But shit, I grew into it. You know what I mean? And Achida, I'm a black Hebrew forever. You know what I mean? Shabbat shalom to anybody there is. And Achida just means knowledgeable brother. I feel like through my journey in life, books and whatever else I dove into has brought me into a enlightened place. So
I want to get into your album, your project, Goodbye Brooklyn. I know it's on iTunes, but not too long ago you gave it away for free for 24 hours. So
yeah.
Why did you do that?
I know plenty of my peers and people that listen to good music and enjoy quality music don't have the $10 to spare. Some of them don't even get on iTunes. You know what I mean? Majority of the people I interact with and kick it with, you know what I mean, our favorite artists that we've been listening to since we were in middle school, high school, they barely buy that. So I kind of looked at it as, people have been supporting me, and it's like they want the project, they want to hear it. So let me see who's really eager to vibe out to it. So that 24-hour period were for true fans, you know what I mean?
How did you first hook up with 88 Keys? How did that even come about?
Oh man, actually some girl I was following from California retweeted some stuff. He was like talking about he was looking for unsigned artists. He wanted to, do a compilation project, and I was just like, I respect 88 Keys, obviously, through the entire Kanye era, you know what I mean? You gotta pay attention to the ones he, helped, and not only that, obviously Black Star and all of that good stuff. So it was just like, I was like, why not? I wasn't in a place where I could be, like, oh, nah, I don't need to be in that, like, I'm already on. Nah, I was in a place where I wanted to, reach out to someone I consider a legend. And I was the first one to submit my verse. You know what I mean? I did that moment, and 5 minutes later I had the verse in his email. He was like, wow, you're the first one. And honestly, like, compared to some of the other guys, I really was in quote unquote a better place as far as like just developing a fan base outside of the industry, just like going from city to city shaking hands. But it was just like, I'm glad I did it, you know what I mean? That's where it came from. Sent him the verse, and then obviously he wanted to take it from there.
Is there any pressure, being signed under the person that created a banger such as, No Church in the Wild?
Nah.
You don't feel any pressure to perform even higher?
Nah, I feel like that was a great record, but I feel like there's plenty of inspiration out there lingering around for a dude like me or some kid in Arkansas or somebody in California to make just as great of a record.
And you being from Kentucky,
Swag.
I don't really know what the sound of Kentucky hip hop is, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say you don't sound like that.
No, I wouldn't say that. There is no sound. Like, it's in Central America, so our radio consists of everything you can think of. So it's like, with that being said, you're inspired by what you're inspired by. I just so happen to have a family that's deep rooted in Jamaica, Queens / Jersey / Brooklyn. So it's just like New York is my inspiration, but I still take from the South and West Coast and all of that. And that's the good place to be in, where you're not bombarded by one sound, because then you can reach and be like, okay, these drums are high. The way they use their words is high, and you can put it all together and come up with your own thing.
Some of the younger artists feel as if the older heads don't give them the respect for what they're coming into the game with. You know what I'm saying? So do you feel like that? Do you feel like the older heads just don't respect you guys for what you're bringing to the game? Or like you don't even care about what they have to say?
It's funny. It just depends. Like, I feel like in New York, a lot of older cats are kind of did embrace me. Like a lot of the New York scene, most of the cats that embraced me or helped me and put me into certain positions, it literally is the old school. And in other cases, the same thing. I go on Twitter and some of the main people retweet me or like, you know, shout out to House Shoes. Somebody like House Shoes is like, you know, to me, because I'm a Slum Village head, is like almost like a, you know, somewhat of a music god, hip hop god, just because he was a part of that era and those people alone. So it's like, I feel like they co-sign what needs to be co-signed. I mean, there's a lot of things out here that the young generation, we just grew up on a lot of things. We grew up on an era of hip hop that, now that I look back on it, I'd be playing stuff and be like, wow, I thought that was a banger. And it wasn't a banger. So,